Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector and the host of the Go Collect Speculation video. In this episode, we are going to spend some time talking about 6 blog posts that have been sent in to Go Collect. This first blogger does something that I think is really cool. This second blog post is actually near and dear to my heart. So this next blog post is right up my alley. I want to play a game. The MCU has done some pretty interesting things, right? The folks over at Go Collect, it was all about more than meeting the eye. You could potentially get ahead of the curve, and we all know that Marvel is going to do something with Daredevil. While we are on this topic of Spider-Man, we have to acknowledge the elephant that is in the room, and the elephant is Miles Morales, a 3.5 sold. So there you have it. We have reached the end of another Go Collect weekly recap. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we'll tune in next week.
And we welcome you to Wizard World Virtual. One of the great things we can do here at Wizard World. Listen, Comic-Cons aren't happening. Wizard World, one of the most forward-thinking things they have done, created virtual cons, and it's been broadened into the world of sports. And here's a little secret. My name is Seth Everett, and in addition to being a Wizard World team member, I am also a sportscaster. I've covered Major League Baseball for 26 years. I wasn't sure we were getting season 26, but I guess it's going to happen on the 23rd. And one of the things that they did in Strat-o-matic's world is as soon as the season was suspended, they jumped on a simulation of the entire season. It's remarkable, and we're going to see the All-Star game tonight. Tonight, we should all be in Los Angeles. We should be at Dodger Stadium watching the Midsummer Classic. But instead, we're going to do it on Strat-o-matic. And who hasn't been playing Strat-o-matic all season? You got to meet our managers. Fans, just for tuning into tonight for the All-Star simulation, Strat-o-matic is offering a 10% discount and free shipping on any order. Use the code ALLSTAR at checkout at www.strat-o-matic.com. That's stratomatic.com. All right. I need to see these managers because let's face it, if we're going to go to our simulation Dodger Stadium, I need some managers. Well, Drew Carey is a stand-up comic turned actor and producer who had the distinction of having 2 hit shows simultaneously. The long-running comedy, The Drew Carey Show, which we still watch. It ran from 1995 to 2004. And then, of course, the improv sketch show, Whose Line Is It Anyway?, where he was the host and producer. And most recently, he was the host of he has been the host of The Price is Right, succeeding longtime host Bob Barker. And the best is the microphone that he has there. Please welcome Drew Carey.
Hi, everybody.
My man. How excited are you when you got the call to manage one of the teams in the Strat-o-matic All-Star game?
Oh, very excited. This is, I've been playing this game since the 70s. I used to play my brother all the time. Some of my fondest memories of growing up, and always loved the game. And I'm in 3 active leagues right now online. So yeah, I'm kind of into it.
That's wild. That's wild. Let's find out who you're managing against. And I believe you're a little familiar with this gentleman's work.
Never heard of him.
Slim Jim Phantom, the drummer for the band Stray Cats and the host of Rockabilly Rave Up in Little Steven's Underground Garage and Fantasy Baseball's Slim Jim Fantasy, both on Sirius XM. A big baseball fan, a Strat-o-matic fan. Give it up for Slim Jim Phantom.
Yay.
Welcome, man. How long have you been playing Strat-o-matic, and have you ever beat or lost to Drew Carey?
Strat-o-matic since the 70s, like Drew, big fans. We're in 2 leagues together this year, so we'll find out. He is ahead of an all-star league that we have going. All-star league filled with all-star players and managers. And Drew and I got the call. I feel thrilled.
Yeah, I'm also a DJ on Little Steven's Underground Garage on Friday nights. The show's called Friday Night Freakout. It's from 8 to 11 Eastern time.
That's right. We're Stevie Van Zandt, so this is
Yeah.
for him, really.
It's for you, Stevie.
So he's the third base coach? Is that true?
Sure.
Can you confirm that?
Why not?
Well, the organist is going to play Green Onions or something like that.
There you go. Or Inside of Me. Let's before we get to the starting lineups, and folks, if you're just joining us, this is going to be an actual game. Just wait till you see the simulation. We are going to be virtually at Dodger Stadium, but next week they're going to play for real. On the 23rd, there are 2 games. The Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers are playing the Giants, and the Nationals are hosting the Yankees in this hodgepodge mishmash season. Guys, I'll start with you, Drew. What's your take on this? Are you absolutely thrilled? Are you scared to death? What's your take on the 2020 actual baseball season?
Oh, man. Well, I own part of a soccer team in Seattle, too. And we just started back with MLS's back tournament in
Sounders,
Orlando. And Seattle Sounders, champions, actually. And, you could put an asterisk next to this whole sports season, if you ask me. It'll be great to see sports. Like it was really fun watching the Sounders play on TV and watching some soccer games. I can't wait to watch some baseball. I can't wait to watch any sports at all. There's guys in our league, our fantasy league, our Strat-o-matic league that don't get the scores. They have the scores blocked so they can just watch the games while they have coffee in the morning, just because there's no sports to watch. So I'm excited about that, but I'm not going to, nobody can brag to each other about this season or hold it over anybody's head about this season, about how their team did. Because this whole year, you put an asterisk by this whole year, to be honest.
Jim,
but I am excited to have it back. And I only want the players shouldn't come back unless they feel 100% safe. And that has to be the main concern about everything. There's two of our teams in the soccer league had to pull out because they had one team had 10 guys test positive. Yep. The other team had 9 people test positive.
But the difference there, and as we transition to Jim, the MLS is in a bubble. The NBA is in their Disney World bubble. That's one of the best things to ever see on Twitter. And, in the NHL, they're going north of the border. They're playing in Canada. But baseball has no bubble. Is that a concern that the players can play a game and then just head off and go wherever they want?
Well, I think it's got to be a little bit more controlled than that. But I think every player's got a right to do it or not. Like Drew said, there can be an asterisk. You might get a Cy Young Award winner. We talked about it on my show the other day. That'll have 9 wins, might win the Cy Young Award this year. The home run leader of the whole league might have
20.
Maybe 20 home runs. Exactly right. So, but there is something to be said for it being a little bit of baseball being a possible metaphor for the USA in general, as it's always been. After every world war, after every bad, baseball always
tragedies.
Continues. So maybe this is a metaphor of a way to get things back a little bit, but with a new type of plan. But change some of the old, keep some of the old, keep some of the new. Get some new things. But baseball as a metaphor for the whole country, I think, is kind of so. On that level, I'm glad we're playing, but there, an asterisk. I do see that also.
Sure. All right, let's get to our starting lineups. Let's get this game underway, and I hope the fans are seeing how gorgeous Dodger Stadium looks, and that's one of the best stadiums in real life, not only in virtuality. Right. Oh, it's gorgeous. The American League is Drew's team. Their lineup: Carlos Santana is leading off, playing first. Francisco Lindor at short. Jose Altuve at second. Alex Bregman over at the cleanup hitter at third. There's a lot of Astros on this team. Jorge Soler, the DH. Mike Trout, one of the guys we were just talking about, whether or not he wants to play in the real season. One of the best players in baseball, if not the best. He bats sixth and plays center. Eloy Jimenez is in left field. George Springer is batting eighth in center. And Yasmani Grandal is the catcher and batting ninth. The starting pitcher for the American League, Sean Manaea, from the Oakland A's. And the National League, managed by Slim Jim Phantom. There it is, the National League. Mookie Betts is leading off in right field. He has not put on a Dodger uniform yet. Well, I guess he has for the workouts. That's still something I think everybody wants to see. Trevor Story, one of the best at shortstop for the Colorado Rockies. Same with Nolan Arenado. His defense might be better than his offense. No one talks about his defense. He's at third base. Cody Bellinger at center field, cleaning up. Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers in left. Pete Alonso, first base. He bats sixth. Matt Carpenter is the DH. Wilson Contreras is catching. And Keston Hiura is at second base. Clayton Kershaw, selected by Jim to start this game in Los Angeles. Did you feel a lot of pressure from the media to go with Kershaw?
Well, I think it's only right. It's an all-star game, hometown. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. That's one of the things we got to keep, right?
That's right.
All right, here we go.
Got to sell those tickets too.
I'm an old-fashioned rockabilly boy.
All right, I think we're all set. And by the way, if you are watching on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, send in your questions, and we are going to get to them right here. Carlos Santana leads off to face Clayton Kershaw, and we are underway. And how great does the simulation look?
Looks really good.
Santana flies to right field. Betts is there to make the catch.
Got some wood on it. That's all right. Got some wood on it.
Lindor hits it. And a great play by Trevor Story, we are told. Two down.
Might have gone through. Nice play by Story.
Yeah, it's an X on the card on that one.
Jose Altuve is getting booed. I can hear it from here. And he skies to the left. And Yelich makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Everybody comfortable with our pacing here? We're already in the bottom of the first.
American League's already kicking butt.
Okay.
I'm really excited.
I haven't seen that yet. Good start for Kershaw. Are you guys going to go with a lot of pitchers? Are you worried about them in the second half of the simulated season?
I'm always worried about the pitchers in an all-star game. It just turns out to be like nobody can hit anybody in an all-star game. I'm hoping it'd be different with Strat-o-matic, but we'll see.
All right, bottom first. Mookie Betts from the Dodgers. And he's all up, and his first bat is hit to left field, and that falls in for a double. How about that? So the National League is on the base paths.
I thought that was an out. That's why I was clapping. I saw the ball, and I was like, all right.
Simulated season. I got to tell you, Mookie Betts is, simulated very good trade for the Dodgers so far. That's continuing in the All-Star games, hitting 284, 18 homers.
And Mookie Betts was the guy who wants to be a free agent. Everybody was signing those long-term deals. Yelich signed and Trout signed, Arenado signed. And Mookie Betts, he says, I'm going free agent. So the Red Sox had to trade him, and the Red Sox got killed. Trevor Story strikes out. So there's 1 down, man on second. Arenado's at the plate.
I'm happy to see Betts not wearing the Red Sox uniform because I like him, but I hate the Red Sox. So
that's a bouncer to short, and that is a ground out. 2 down. Betts holds at second. Cody Bellinger is up, and he skies it to right field, and that is caught, and Bellinger makes the catch, and that's it. Flies to right field. So we are scoreless. No runs, a hit, a man left. We'll go to the top of the second. Alex Bregman's up.
Yeah, I might want to change pitchers.
Okay.
Just to give somebody, all-star game and all. Let me bring in
but aren't you up?
Oh, I am up. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. There, let's get to a question here. Drew, what is your favorite? What?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no. Fry Hose, that's his screen name, says, Drew, what's your favorite column? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, depends on the card.
A little Strat-o-matic humor there.
That was a good one.
99% of the world will not know what you're talking about.
But I loved your reaction, like, oh, you've heard that before.
You've had those kind of jokes. I've had those kind of gigs, right, where the audience is scratching their head a little bit.
Bregman leading off, and he, I think, grounds ball to shortstop, 1 down. Mr. Spock, 1984, says, what are your favorite teams?
Cleveland Indians, dude. All the time.
I'm a New York Yankees guy, and I'm a New York Yankees guy. Long time.
Jorge Soler is up with 1 out. And Kershaw now gets his, I believe, second strikeout. No, folks, I'm not scoring this game. 2 down here in the second. Here's Mike Trout.
So is Trout going to play for real this year? What are the odds of that one?
I don't know. He hits it to first. And how about that? A New York Met makes an error.
No.
E3, and Trout's on first base.
Nice.
Pete Alonso. Come on, man.
You guys didn't see my grin there, right? Trout's in a tough spot because I don't think he wants to. And if he does, he's clearly feeling it either from teammates or management or social media, which I don't think he's, very influenced by. Here's Jimenez and strike 3. So the Trout error, they leave him on, and we go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. This is feeling just like an all-star game.
I'm going to bring in Ryu to pitch.
Hyunjin Ryu.
Ryu, yeah, sorry. I want to bring in Ryu to pitch.
Used to play for the Dodgers.
Correct.
Yes.
Now with the Toronto Blue Jays.
He's a defector.
Did you see the Blue Jays? Everybody who comes in to play Toronto, you cannot leave the Rogers Center Hotel. You've all seen that hotel in center field. The players have to stay there. You can't go. And that's how they don't have to quarantine for 14 days to go into Canada. And that's how the Blue Jays are playing at home. It's wild.
Wow.
Pretty nice place, right? If you're on a gig, would be happy to stay there.
Yeah. Yelich skies it to center field, and we are told Trout makes a great play.
Man, Yelich is having quite a simulated season.
Oh, yeah.
WAR, just about the highest WAR of anyone out there. He's,
He signed a massive contract right before everything shut down.
Yep.
Just in time.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Let's make it for that era, Petey.
There you go.
Ryu comes in with the strikeout.
Error and a strikeout.
2 down.
Woo-woo.
He...
See you at the bar.
Matt Carpenter's up, the designated hitter from the St. Louis Cardinals.
No.
And he grounds it to Hiura, and he grounds to second base, and that's it. So no score. After 2, we go to the top of the third. Michael writes, who do they think is going to win it all this baseball season? I'd say,
oh, man.
How could you not go for the Marlins right there?
The New York Yankees sound pretty good. Like everyone's going to be healthy. In a funny way, there's going to be a few guys back that wouldn't have been back. So
I always like to think the Indians, but I mean, I honestly, with everything going on, and I can hardly keep track of who's playing and who's not, and who's deciding not to participate. And a lot of it depends on that. And I'll be able to make more of a decision closer to actual opening day.
and now, am I changing pitchers? I believe we were slated
Yes.
Jacob DeGrom come in. Replace
Okay.
Kershaw.
Jacob DeGrom.
Here you go.
I can tell a really dumb story about Jacob DeGrom. He babysat my kid once.
All right, that's pretty cool. She was autograph.
I was working with the New York Mets, and my 6-year-old daughter came in, and she wanted to stay with me the whole day, and she couldn't go in for the Terry Collins interview. And the lady from security who was supposed to watch her got called away, and they saw I was in a jam, and DeGrom was a rookie, and he said, I'll watch her. And they played for 11 minutes. Springer walks. So DeGrom walks it just because I told that story.
Great.
Where are we living then in New York? Were you living by Shea Stadium?
No, I live in Jersey, which I love the Triborough Bridge. Yasmani Gradal, nice play by Story, flips it to second. Hiera turns it, and a 6-4-3 double play.
The pitcher's best friend, the 6'4" All right. See, these guys are in there for a reason, man.
They're all stars. Carlos Santana flew out in the first. And a grounder to third, flips over, and that's it. So they do get a man on, but nonetheless, via the walk, 3 up and 3 down. So we'll go to the bottom of the third, no score.
Fantastic.
You guys want a new pitcher here?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me bring in Verlander.
Justin Verlander.
Yeah.
Justin Verlander, who loves social media. Wilson Contreras is up and pops it to Bregman at third, and there's one down.
That was fast.
It's Strat-o-matic, man.
Whoa. No foul
Justin
ball.
Hura, and he pops up. Bregman again, 2 down.
Holy mackerel. Mookie, top of the order. Come on, Mookie. Let's get it going here.
And that one is hit to left field. And it goes through. So that's a single. He doubled to right in the first. So Mookie Betts is 2 for 2.
I think in this situation, we might have to try to take second base to steal Mookie.
Okay. Note that. He's running. And he is safe. He stole the base. Trevor Story's 0 for 1. And he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So stolen base still leaves him. After 3, no score on the All-Star game. Here's one. If you could play with any classic team, what would it be and why? Either one of you.
48 Indians, just to know what it feels like.
Well, maybe the Oakland A's in 1972 had some fun, or for the rumors I've heard, the 86 Mets had a lot of fun too.
Yes.
But the
That's going to be a documentary on that. How great is that?
27 Yankees might be good. It all depends what you're going for. You going for good, clean fun with Lou Gehrig, or you going for nightclubbing with Keith Hernandez? It's all part of the experience. Are we looking for?
A classic Babe Ruth story. They're in Old Comiskey Park, and Babe Ruth's just on a tear. And they come out, and the manager of the White Sox gives some money to the last 2 guys on the bench and says, "You take Babe out, you get him hammered tonight. I don't want him able to walk for tomorrow's game." Comes back the next day, hits 2 home runs, and as he's running around third, he leans into the dugout and goes, "Where are we going tonight, boys?"
Excellent.
Max Scherzer coming in, and for his first batter, Francisco Lindor, flies to left field, 1 down.
Got Scherzer in. Excellent.
Altuve bounces to short, Story, and 2 down. I love that Babe Ruth story.
Fantastic.
Alex Bregman. And that's strike 3, so we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. Hey, Drew, this is from Corey. Which ballpark is your favorite to visit, aside from Cleveland? Can't say Cleveland.
To be honest, I haven't been to that many. I mean, I go to Dodger Stadium. That's always lots of fun. And I don't know, I'll say Dodger Stadium because it's, right here in LA. I love Angel Stadium too, I got to say. That's a really good place to go. But Dodger Stadium's takes me 25 minutes to get there. Angel Stadium's more of a hike, but they're both really good. Both these local stadiums are good. And where the Mariners play is right next to where Seattle plays. That's a good place too.
Yeah, it's been renamed, but it's the best ballpark in the sport.
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that tries to hit every ballpark before he dies or anything like that. It's if I'm around.
Bottom 4. Do you want to change the pitcher?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to have Cole come in.
So Garrett Cole.
Dodger Stadium is quite beautiful place. It's like they've really kept the mid-century vibe, but have slowly made really nice improvements there.
Oh, great.
First batter from Cole. Nolan Arenado lines it down the left field line, and that go in for a stand-up double right there. I don't know that he stood up, but it didn't look like he slid.
No, not on that one.
Here's Bellinger with a man on second, and strike 3.
Strike.
So 1 down, man on second for Yelich.
Best player in the game. I think he's gonna come on. Yes.
And that one's over the right field wall. Look at these simulated fireworks right there. 2-run home run, and we have our first runs of the game. The National League, managed by Slim Jim Phantom, have a 2-0 lead here in the 4th.
There's a lot to be said with Yelich being right up there with Trout as being the best player in the game, man. He's way up there.
Alonso strikes out, and that'll end the inning. But the National League gets on the board up to nothing. Matt Carpenter here in the 5th. And that one is skied to right field. That will go. Look right there. Oh, sorry. We're still in the bottom of the 4th. There you go. Still in the bottom of the 4th, and it's 3-0 National League.
I got to hope this isn't a harbinger for Cole's career as a Yankee, but right this minute, I'm very happy about this.
Yeah, it's
Kurt
great.
Cole struggling. Wilson Contreras strikes out. And now we'll go to the top 5. 3-0 National League. So home runs from Matt Carpenter and Christian Yelich.
I'm going to make a change right now at batters, and I'm going to bring in Alvarez as my new DH.
Okay.
Last minute addition to the team.
And Steven Strasburg is coming in.
That's right.
To face Yordan Alvarez.
If I was Matt Carpenter and I hit a homer.
He was the Strat-o-matic final vote, the All-Star vote, voted on by the fans. Alvarez, of course, from the Astros. And Alvarez gets a single. So
There you go,
Alvarez
buddy.
is on first base. Nobody out here in the 5th. And scored a single and an error, 1. And that means Alvarez will go to 3rd. Trout on the single will go to 2nd on the error.
Here's what I'm talking about. Wait. Hold on.
It's an infield hit, and then Strasburg threw it away.
Who's up now?
Jimenez.
Jimenez, right? Yeah.
In 3rd, nobody out.
Is the pitcher a right-hander or a left-hander?
Righty.
Strasburg is a right-hander.
Let me bring on Bogarts to hit. The pinch hit.
All right. Xander Bogaerts now with 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out in the 5th. Ground ball to 3rd.
Is he coming home?
The 3rd base coach puts up the stop sign. Bogaerts is retired.
All right. There we go. We need outs here. Excellent.
Here's George Springer now. Ground ball to 3rd. Do you want to, he's 30% safe. Drew, do you want to send him? I was just waiting for the instructions there.
30% safe? No.
No. He says no. Springer is retired on the ground ball.
Come on,
Monty Grandal. 0
on,
for 1 on the game.
Gonna blow him away. Gonna blow him away.
And a pass ball. Alvarez comes in to score from 3rd. Trout will go to 3rd. It's 3-1.
Finally. It looks like top of the order coming up.
Grandal strikes out, so there's 2 down now.
We knew that was gonna happen. No, that's got to be 3.
Oh, that's 3 out. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's the third out.
Yeah, I got excited.
Yep.
Oh, we scored 1. That's good.
It's a cheap run.
You need a new left fielder?
You don't like sales? Yeah, I'm going to bring in Gardner.
On Twitch, do you prefer the old school board game or the online version?
Oh, man. Both. The online version is so much fun because you can we've been playing all-time greats, and it's like just easy to you have to search through all the cards and roll a bunch of dice. And I really do like checking the scores every night and in the morning. But I both. It depends. Like it's good to get together with a buddy and put on some music and roll some dice. There's nothing better.
In real life, the board game is fun. I play with my wife, Jenny V, and I've taught her the game, and she goes through it with me like a trooper, and she's whipped me in a lot of the, we played 27 Yankees versus the Gas House Gang, 36 Cardinals, and we play those games.
Wow.
And we play the online version with Drew and our other gang in online, and that's fun doing that. But around the house, the game with the dice and the cards and the charts is fun, man. You can't beat it.
Joe writes and says, who has a better fielding rating, Drew Carey or Bob Barker?
Me. Let me bring in Bieber to pitch.
Okay.
Cole's had his day. Sorry, buddy. Not your best. Not your best today. No offense.
Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Indians.
Wait a minute. Justin Bieber.
No. Shane Bieber.
Indians.
Keston Hiura grounds to third.
Talking about.
Mookie Betts singles to right.
Yes.
Mookie Betts is 3 for 3. So that'll bring up Story. He's 0 for 2.
And we're going to send Mookie Betts on the next.
Well, Story strikes out. Betts is still at first. Bieber with the pickoff attempt, and a balk has been called.
Holy mackerel.
So Betts gets second base.
Anyway, all right.
What do you have to roll to get that?
I didn't ask for that.
We have
It was
2
rhetorical.
Arenado up.
Nolan Arenado, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll retire the side. So we'll go to the top of the 6th.
Okay, can I make a couple of changes in the field, or do we wait till we're at bat to make a few changes?
Josh Hader, the new pitcher. Make your changes now.
Fielders.
I got the word from the staff there. The Strat-o-matic gods are saying make your changes right now.
Okay, we want to change. We want to take out. Excuse me, 2 seconds. We want to replace Alonso with Freddie Freeman. And
Okay.
we want to replace Hiura with Marte. And we want to replace Trevor Story with Trey Turner. For right now, we'll get everybody in the game.
And I'm sure they all appreciate that.
They do. I think it's in that contract. They're getting a little bit extra now.
Here's a question. We're about halfway through, and we welcome you here to the game. And I want to remind you folks, as we hit the halfway point, there is a lot more baseball coming up here at Wizard World Virtual. Wednesday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, talking baseball. Listen to these names. Roy White, Bobby Valentine, and the king himself, Jim Leyritz. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, the 69 Amazing Mets, Ed Kranepool, Ron Swoboda, and one of the best human beings around, the great Art Shamsky, will be here on Wizard World Virtual Experiences.
Nice.
Greg just, I think
And
Greg
the game is going on. So
Bregman just
Santana
clobbered one.
and Lindor walked. Altuve struck out, and then an RBI double for Bregman, and the score now 3-2.
Woo! He scorched that one, man. Infield in, good.
Come on, buddy. What the hell?
And ground ball by Trout to the pitcher. And that's the second out. So second and third for Bellinger.
And wait, hold, stop. Is Gardner up right now?
No, Bellinger.
Bellinger's up. Okay, good. Go.
Okay. And Bellinger swing and a miss, strike 3. And that ends the 6th. We have a 3-2 National League. So anyway, the guys in the chat room have been asking, and I'll ask both of you guys, how long have you been playing this for, and what got you into it?
For me, I started when mid-70s maybe, and I've always been a baseball geek, for lack of a better word, a baseball nerd, proudly. Box scores and record books, and so when I Strat-o-matic came on my radar as an early teenager, a young 11, 10, 12 years old. I was hooked right away. I love it.
I'm going to bring in Morton to pitch.
Okay. I want to tell you, Go Collect is your #1 source for collectibles. They track the sales of graded comics and have robust analysis tools for their users. They stay active on social media and have giveaways every week. Go Collect also has an expansive blog with topics on comic book speculations, video games, and concert posters. Soon they are launching price guides for concert posters and video games. Go Collect's goal is simple: make collecting better. Be sure to check them out at gocollect.com. Cody Bellinger leads off with a double, and then Yelich flies to center field. Bellinger has a chance to move, but he will hold at second base.
Yeah. You know why? Because the next pitch is going to be knocked out of the park.
Freddie Freeman hits a home run. It's a 2-run shot, and that makes it now 5-2 for the National League.
Bringing in Freddie Freeman, does that show some type of managerial genius on behalf of the drummer?
Manager of the year right there. Matt Carpenter strikes out. And here's Wilson Contreras with 2 outs in the 6th.
Well hit.
And that one high and deep to left field. Boy, those fireworks look exactly the same every time. How do they get that pinpoint? Wilson Contreras' first home run. The route is on. It's 6-2-2.
Bring in Osuna.
Well, before that, Ketel Marte has a single to right field. So
we'll bring in
2-out
Osuna
single.
now.
Mookie Betts, who's 3 for 3. Roberto Osuna of the Astros. Betts strikes out, so they retire Betts for the first time. And we go to the top of the 7th. Do we all have to get up and stretch at the end of this half inning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can show off
just for a quick one.
And Jim, you're the musician, so I have to say, take me out to the ball game is going to be all yours. New pitcher here.
Show my Strat-o-matic shirt.
There you go.
See?
Very nice.
No one else in my block has one of these.
Who's the new pitcher coming in?
Josh Hader.
And is he a left-hander or right-hander? Sorry.
Lefty.
Yeah, he's left-handed.
I'm going to bring in Alberto to pinch hit for Gardner, right?
Okay.
Alberto's going to pitch hit for Gardner.
Gardner was a defensive replacement.
Yes, he was.
So do you want to take Hader out now to play matchups?
No.
What's that? Okay.
Hader throws 120 miles an hour at anyone's head. He doesn't care what side they're on.
Yeah.
And the first play there is Hanser Alberto with a single to right field. One on, nobody out for George Springer. And that's sliced to right field. That's a base hit. Alberto held at second. So 2 on, nobody out here in the 7th. You want to make a change. Hader doesn't have the heat this time.
Who's up now? Grandin, right?
How long do you think his hair got during the quarantine?
I'd like to bring in Kimbrel to pitch.
Craig Kimbrel.
Oh, Grandal's next. Okay. Yeah, leave him in. He's all right.
Okay, Yasmani Grandal against Craig Kimbrel.
Woo!
And bouncer to short. Score at 6-4-3, the double play. Alberto winds up on third.
That's okay.
Carlos Santana here. And hard hit back to the box. And that is a ground ball back to the pitcher. And that'll end it. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Slim Jim Phantom, you're the music guy in this group.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
They should give you some solos.
I don't care if I ever come back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
I think they should give you some solos, man.
I know. I was the 3rd best singer in my band, too.
They should let you sing Boys or something, or,
Yes.
act Naturally, Boys, one of those.
Yeah. Well, yes. Maybe I could definitely do Matchbox. I know that one.
Yeah, Matchbox.
Drew, do you want a new left fielder?
These are some underground garage Beatle jokes here, folks.
Well, no, I might have to leave Alberto out there because that might be it.
Okay.
I mean, Alvarez he's worse than Alberto, so I'll just leave Alberto out there right now.
Do you want Kepler or Robert?
For pitcher? What?
No, for left field.
Oh, for left field? Oh yeah, hold on. You know what? I had all these things organized to make it easy
Max
for
Kepler,
me.
Luis Robert, rather, not Robert.
Okay.
Luis Robert of the White Sox.
Can Kepler, even though he's listed as right field and center field, he can still play left field?
In Strat-o-matic, yes.
Oh, okay, great. Then who's the other one? Sorry.
The other option is Max Kepler of the Twins.
Okay. Probably. Is it a left-hander pitcher or not? Coming up.
Kimbrel, no.
Okay, then put Kepler in there. Alberto's not that great against right-handers compared to Kepler.
Okay. Roberto Osuna stays on the mound, and Trey Turner is at the plate.
Well hit.
And hits it to right. Trey Turner with the home run to the opposite field.
What
is
is
now
going on?
7-2 National League.
Home Run City, and you're the mayor.
A little known fact is that Trey Turner is indeed related to one of the fathers of rock and roll, Ike Turner. Check that one out here.
That's
Wow.
Wow. There you go. Nolan Arenado pops out to Altuve. 1 down. Cody Bellinger down. 1 for 3. He has a double, and he rips a single down the right field line. So a 1-out single for Bellinger. Now Yelich. And it's lofted into left, and it holds up for Kepler. See, you put the guy out there out of position, and he makes the catch.
That was going to drop.
Fly ball's a fly ball.
Freeman lines a single to right. Bellinger goes to third, and it's 2 on, 2 out.
Did Bellinger
Matt
take
Carpenter.
third? Bellinger
Yeah.
took third, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. Carpenter, okay, leaving him in. Yep. Bat up. Here's Matt Carpenter, and he hit a home run.
Goes out to short. A highlight film play by Lindor. I love the details.
I thought that was going through.
That's 1 down. It's 7-2 National League. They're in the 8th inning.
Okay, hold on. Who's the
New pitcher.
who's the new pitcher? And just tell me if he's a lefty or righty.
I'm going to leave Kimbrel in for this part of the inning, so he's a righty.
Yep.
Okay.
Top 8.
I'm going to bring in Seaman to play for Lindor, even though he just made that great play.
And while we're making changes, I want to bring in Real Muto to catch
Okay.
while we're doing this.
While we're doing this, thoughts on the new rules for shortened seasons like extra innings? It starts with a runner on second base. Anybody want to jump in on that?
I think that one's kind of weird, isn't it? Like now it seems like that college football, like overtime, weird kind of thing. Or
Well,
It's a bit of a funny one to me.
It's change for change's sake. If there's something wrong with baseball right now, it's not enough contact, not enough balls hit and play. Extra innings. Nobody complains about extra innings being slow. It's the 9 innings that are going that they want more action.
Yeah, exactly.
We bring Real Muto in as my catcher.
That's Gleyber Torres, not Semien.
Yeah, Semien is who I want.
And I wanted Real Muto catcher.
Here we go.
Let's give it up for the Strat-o-matic folks. John and everybody at Strat-o-matic, they're putting on a heck of a show. And this is an all-star roster where there's constant changes. They simulate every game.
Is Torres been? Oh, man.
Torres grounds out to third.
So Drew and I have yet to discuss our bet.
I didn't want Torres in there, though.
Altuve, Torres made the team, not Semien.
Yeah, I wanted. Got the wrong guy in there.
Okay. Jose Altuve grounds out to first. So there's 2 down here in the 8th.
Well, I'm calling a commissioner when this is over.
Yeah. He's been catching up on his sleep, I'm sure. Bregman's up.
There you go.
And an unbelievable play by Turner.
Yes.
And a ground out to short. So Trey Turner there at short. And we'll go to the bottom 8. Real Muto leads off.
Turn to keep on turning.
Hey, let's bring in Davinsky.
We see how that all happens in real time. If anybody's, one of those skeptical people wondering if this was real, there you go. There's a strikeout. 1 down for Marte. Real Muto struck out Ketel Marte. And grounds out to first. Santana unassisted and 2 down. Now Mookie Betts. Davinsky on the hill for the American League.
Easy out.
That one
Like
sky
Trout.
to center. Trout makes the catch. And we'll go to the top of the 9th, gentlemen.
Okay, I'm going to bring in Kirby Yates to pitch, please.
I have a question for you guys. This didn't come from the chat room. What do you guys think when they play with empty stadiums of piping in crowd noise, whether it's in the ballpark or on TV?
No.
Agree.
As a matter of fact, they've been on the MLS games. They put like so many microphones all over the field. You can hear all the players chatter.
I
You
love
can
it.
hear all the yelling between the thing. You can hear every touch of the ball. It's fantastic. I miss all the chanting and stuff, the crowd, but just hearing the players talk to each other and all that is just great. And you're never going to get a chance to see that again in professional sports for a while. So let's have no crowd noise and just enjoy the natural environment.
I think the noises from all the sports would be interesting, like the hockey. Hockey would be amazing that way.
Right.
The NBA, all the chatter that must go on underneath the basket.
Always wanted to hear that.
How about the swearing that might be some beeps in there, huh?
That's all right.
That's okay with me.
That's okay.
All right, we go to the 9th. Yates on the mound.
Kirby.
Left to your righty. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter. I'm not making a change right now.
Kirby Yates from the San Diego Padres. Do these rosters have to have a representative from all the teams? Yes, they did. Oh, this is authentic. This is great. Ground ball to short for the first out in the 9th. And Mike Trout is up. He had the great play to end the last inning. And Trout facing Yates. And it's a comebacker. Great play by Yates. Throws over to first, and there's 2 down. So the American League down to their last out. It's Max Kepler facing Kirby Yates.
Is there? Let me bring in. Can I bring in a pinch hitter and just take my chances after that?
Can you do a pinch hitter? Yes.
I've used Bogart yet already. I've used them already, right?
Yep.
Man.
And you're down 5.
I know.
Okay. No, I'm just saying it doesn't matter like what positions or anything. You go on a 6-run rally.
Yeah. Let's bring in Let's bring in Garver.
All right, we're going to keep the drama going here. As they make the change, Drew and Jim, tell us about your favorite game of Strat-o-matic you've played.
So bring in Sano.
Miguel Sano.
Yeah, bring in him.
Miguel Sano. He's been on my podcast.
Yeah, bring him
Very
in.
good dude. Too late on the change there.
That's okay. That's all right.
Mitch Garver.
It's all a disaster.
Garver facing Kirby Yates.
It's all a disaster anyway.
And a ground ball to Marte, throws over to first base. And that is your ball game.
Hey.
7 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors for the National League, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the American League. Slim Jim Phantom, do you have your Strat-o-matic trophy? Your dog is barking in celebration?
He is.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have worn this Cleveland Indians hat.
And now I can tell you, Drew and I had a bet that whoever won, like the city who usually wins, hosts the party. So the party's at Drew's house. He has a big yard than me.
The party should, you know what? Honestly, the party should be at my house anyway.
A bigger yard, and his barbecue pit is better than mine.
I'm gonna take all this paperwork and burn it as I can. All the good it did me. Oh, those home runs murdered me. Wow-wee.
It was a game of long ball, huh? Today.
It really was. It was all or nothing in this game, wasn't it?
Well, it was weird. The first 3 innings, there was not a lick of offense, and then all of a sudden it exploded in the middle innings.
I'm glad you got some luck on the dice there, Jim. Good for you.
Max Scherzer gets the win if you're scoring at home.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole takes the loss. The National League hit 5 home runs in this game, in the All-Star game.
Well, the fans got their money's worth. That's all that counts, right? Making the fans happy.
What about the teams that are offering, you can take a cardboard cutout of yourself and put it in a seat? Have you guys seen that?
Oh, that's a fun idea.
That idea I like. The sound I don't like, but that idea I think is great.
Well,
San Francisco first. We were going to ask our friend Greg Proops, who's in a league with us, about that. He's a San Francisco guy. So I think he should have one right up in the front there.
Yeah, although I heard people, a lot of pranksters taking advantage of that and sending in pictures of like Darth Vader and whatever, and so you have to have you have to make sure it's like a legit picture and not somebody, some serial killer or something they sent in as a joke to be in the stands.
One thing about Greg Proops, he was the play-by-play announcer of the pod race in the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, tying it into Wizard. He was interviewed, and they said, what'd you base the voice on? Because he was the voice of like an alien announcer. And he said he based it on former Seattle Mariners announcer Ron Fairley. And I was working with the Mariners at the time, and we thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And Ron Fairley didn't get the joke.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh, well.
Those guys are so square, man. They would never get the joke.
Hey, I want to tell everybody, unlock the Wizard World Vault with collectibles and memorabilia gathered from more than 20 years of Wizard World conventions and other pop culture sources. Visit www.wizardworldvault.com. And guys, this was a lot of fun. Final thoughts, Drew Carey, Slim Jim Phantom. I gotta say, Jim, you get the first final thoughts because you were the victor. We always interview the winner first.
Well, it's just great to be part of this. It's keeping baseball going. We were all going crazy, and that's Strat-o-matic was so helpful that we've been able to play fantasy ball all year in extraordinary circumstances. I've got Don Drysdale and, pitching against, Drew's got Lou Gehrig, or we have.
I have Cy Young pitching for me in the new league.
Yes,
Cy Young and Louis Tiant are my first two pitchers in my order.
And I have Ducky Medwick, so batting fourth. So just the whole idea. The same thing I loved about Strat-o-matic as a kid, I love about it now. And all during the 80s, we were punk rockers. We were in rock band, traveling constantly, and you get the box scores USA Today at any international airport. Sometimes
in the hotels.
USA 2 days ago, the games would be for 2, but it didn't matter because you were living in that time speed anyway. So I always, as crazy as my life's ever been, I always followed baseball and loved baseball. So Strat-o-matic it's incredible. There should be some type of Nobel Prize for Strat-o-matic, I think, keeping the world going during this whole thing, The
inventor, the guy that made, I'm blanking on his name right now, I'm so sorry, but the guy that invented it is in the Jewish Sports Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go.
Guys, I'm from Massapequa in Long Island. They're from Glen Head, which is near Glen Cove. It's all the 516 area code, man, Long Island.
And I want to just one quick sec. I want to wish my father, I think, is watching this, and it's his birthday today. He turned 70.
Happy birthday, man.
He remembers Strat-o-matic, and I told him, I said, it's one of the first things you showed me about baseball. And Strat-o-matic is for a father to show a kid one of my great memories.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, guys, all I can say is I hope you stay safe and stay healthy. And just make sure you figure a way to get out of this and get life back to normal. So you guys are doing what you guys do best, and not Strat-o-matic. And you know what? I'll say this about this game. You played all the percentages right. You did all the matchups. And Garrett Cole giving up home runs in the 6th inning. Come on. How can you predict that?
No offense to the real Garrett Cole. I'm sure you're a very nice person. It was just bad math.
I hope he doesn't do that in the opening day, man.
Yeah.
Jim, do you think that sign was real, or do you think it was recreated? Do you guys remember that from before the quarantine? Garrett Cole had a sign, and it was all different colors, and it was like people thought he had recreated it.
No.
I don't remember that.
Well, Garrett Cole, listen, in this season, when every start's going to get magnified, he's throwing 75 pitches from week 1. That means during the quarantine, he was literally throwing every day.
Yeah.
Some guys were doing that. Some guys were staying at home, and you could see it in the workouts. You know who's ready for the season and who's not.
Cole, Scherzer, a few of those guys have been really staying with it, man. So I think we didn't speak about it on my Slim Jim Fantasy on our radio show, Sirius 210. And whoever comes out of the box fast is going to be very important in this. It's a sprint, not a marathon this year. So,
yeah,
it's very different. Very different. Guys, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
That's Drew Carey. That is Slim Jim Phantom, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Strat-o-matic All-Star Game. Don't forget, tomorrow, Star Trek at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 Eastern. And Roy White, Bobby Valentine, and Jim Leyritz tomorrow at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. For Drew Carey, for Slim Jim Phantom, for everybody at Strat-o-matic and Wizard World, I'm Seth Everett. We hope you enjoyed the All-Star Game. Let's play the second half of the season. We'll see you next